Alright, what's up guys? Thank you so much for coming in today watching the video. I appreciate that. So we're gonna try something new first off. So I'm gonna start with actually trying a layout where it's just the game and not my face. If you guys prefer this, please let me know. If not, please let me know as well which one you guys would prefer. So we're gonna start with dealing with projectile heavy characters or spammy characters, like spamming projectile characters. So the biggest thing that we've come across is Samus and Wolf, as far as the comments section of what I've seen and what people have been asking me. So the first things first with Samus. Samus has three types of projectiles. Samus has a charge shot and a pink missile and then a green missile. So you have to really understand like how your opponent's projectiles works for the opponent itself. Green missiles we could duck under. So that's one thing to know. Pink missiles, we cannot, because the pink missiles track, as you can see there. Charge shot, we could duck under it when it's at a certain rate of charge. Like if it's not charged immediately or less than half, we can duck right under it. One thing to mention as well, that when a charge is fully charged up, if you lay down a grenade, it will trade with the grenade, causing it to explode. One thing that I do like to do with these types of characters is once they're actually charging their charge shot, or if they have it fully charged and I see it coming towards me, I would like to throw a grenade towards it just to allow it to not come in. You could do that as well. So what are some ways that we could do to avoid such battles? What I would personally prefer, in my opinion, is just throwing grenades and camping along with them. That's really the only way to do it. That's my honest opinion though. Now you could duck under certain projectiles and then at that point just go ahead and start throwing grenades and stuff like that. I would generally do a normal throw or a hard throw. With that as well, we also want to make sure that we're just camping to make your opponent want to move. If we're dodging all their projectiles and then at the same time they're getting hit by our grenades, they're not going to want to play that game anymore, so they're going to want to come in. That's where you'll start using your setups to actually get inside. Like if you have a C4 here, once they get inside, you can hit them with tilts, get ready for the C4 to counter them for coming in and just hitting them more from there. If you have like if you're on Battlefield, you can put the C4 on the platform, and then still same thing, just camping it out, just playing with grenades and stuff like that. And then once they come in, the C4 could be there to help you in regards of not allowing them to come any closer. You could also have C4 on the ledge. I mean, not on the ledge, but the platform. You can have the C4 on the platform, so when they're camping, you can rush them. And if they're like super camp heavy, they're gonna avoid you, they're gonna evade over to the other side, and then that's where the C4 is, so you can use that to counter them. And that's on any stage, not just a platform stage, but I could do this and then come over here and try to hit them, and then they'll start to move over here because they'll want to be over here to spam projectiles again, so you could just use a C4 to detonate them. That's also another thing I like to do after you kill them. So if I kill them, what I'll do is I'll put down a C4 on either side of the stage, then I'll just run to the opposite side of the stage. So I'll hit them here, and then once they decide they want to come back over here and try to camp again, then the C4 will cover that option. Now, another character that we should go over as well as that is going to be Wolf. Wolf is another character that has been duly noted as far as getting through his projectile. Fox and Falco are one and the same as well towards Wolf, but Wolf's laser does more damage and more people are using Wolf. So I think that's the reason why most people are asking about Wolf instead of like Falco. And Fox, obviously their laser has no knockback, so that's not really too much of a big deal. So when this character is actually spamming with their lasers, you can just duck, and there's not really much they can do. Now most people, I feel, are having the biggest problem is that they're ducking and then they're trying to move forward as well. So they're either making it across or what they're doing is they come inside and then they get hit. So there's two things that I would recommend in this case, and that would be, again, defensive or offensive. Defensive, you could just throw grenades, and just know that Wolf's laser has 2 hit points. It has the gun and the laser itself. Primarily, I would just throw a grenade at him. Notice how the gun activated the grenade to explode because it hit it. You can also, I normally, again, just hard throw grenades. Sooner or later, he's going to shoot one and it's going to hit a grenade and it'll blow up in front of him. Another thing you could do is just wait. Now Wolf, Fox, or Falco do not have any other projectiles besides their gun. So in this case, what they're going to do is they're just going to sit here and either shoot until nothing happens, or they're actually going to start to come in. And then once they come in, they won't shoot anymore. So you'll just have to play close quarters with them. You could also, in between shots, shield drop a grenade, pick it up, and then duck, and then throw it. The other way of getting inside is going to be in regards of something I've seen MVD do. That is primarily what he was doing, is throwing grenades like this. So he would jump forward and throw a grenade in. So that's one way of getting inside. Because with a projectile spamming character, you don't just want to run in. Because there's so much going on that you're going to get hit by all this stuff. By the time you get inside, you'll probably take some damage, or your opponent will already be ready to attack you. So that's not really the best maneuver, especially for an experienced player. Now one way of getting in is to also, now when you're rushing in, you want to mix up your options. So you can do that and then go in for a dash attack, or you could do that and do an aerial, or you can do a down air. So you could do something like that. You can do a down tilt. So the biggest thing here is just to know not to be predictable. That is the big thing. So if I'm crawling under Wolf's lasers as an example, and I'm just crawling, I'm going to hit him with the down tilt. That's super predictable, and your opponent has time to actually react to the attack. Now you could also just do this and then back up a little bit and then do a down tilt to try to mix it up a little bit, or see what he's going to do. So like if you went up a little bit and then he's shielded, you could just run up and grab him. You kind of want to play patient, and you have to be ready to react. So that's one thing to mention as well. So again, guys, there's 2 things to do. You can camp with them and just learn to get away from their stuff. So once they're getting hit too much, they're going to want to come in and hit you, as they would see that the projectile game isn't working for them. So that's one thing to notice. That's one thing to do. Now the other one is offensive. You can just go inside and try to hit them like that. And again, with certain characters such as Wolf, Fox, and Falco, they only have a laser. They don't have anything else. So they are forced to come in once you're ducking all of their projectiles. I believe Christopher Martin asked today how to deal with it when you're trying to actually do the defensive option, but they're reflecting everything. So if they're really gonna use their reflector to actually reflect your grenades and other, you know, whatever other projectiles you're using, whether it's Nikita or grenades or anything like that, at that point you just want to either play it close, wait for them to use the reflector, and then go in for the dash attack, I would say, because dash attack is actually going to get there faster than any other move to try to catch them off guard. Or if they're also still using reflector, again, just ducking, they're not going to have anything else they can do. They're going to be forced to come inside. I also played a Samus and a Mii Gunner before when the game first came out, and my overall objective was to actually rush in. I ended up losing both games very, very badly, so I have switched my playstyle to just the camp alternative, and that has worked a lot better for me. Now, I'm not saying that the defensive option is better, and I'm not saying the offensive option is better. They both have their pros and cons. I personally just prefer the defensive option more. You guys can be the judge of how you would want to actually play these characters or your opponents out as far as being spam heavy. And that's going to end it for the video today, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it. Please let me know in the comments down below if you like this overlay with the webcam or without the webcam. I appreciate it again, guys. This is Swiss. I'm done here.